All right, good morning, guys. It's 7 a.m. on Sunday, March the 10th, and I was just in here making an intro video, and I'm like, man, it's still really dark out. I don't know if it's going to be cloudy, and I'm like, oh yeah, daylight savings, so it's really only 6, so that makes sense. For some reason, I thought it got light earlier. Anyway, I'm going to have plenty of daylight going into the night now, so that's great, right? Pretty good night, I guess, for me. Normal sleep for me. I got about 4.5 hours. But the rain stopped, storm stopped, so I didn't get flooded out. I am going to take my time because I do not want to put on soaking wet clothes. I'm probably just going to put on the wet shorts over my compression shorts and put on the wet tee. I have a road walking today. All right, well, I was going to just keep my dry socks on, but it's dipping down into the 40s tonight, so I don't want to risk just in case I can't get stuff dry. So I put the wet socks on with the wet shoes. I was planning on using them dry socks to kind of help absorb some of this water in here, but oh well. Hopefully I can get everything dried out today and get everything sprayed. Well, I'm going to try to spray it tonight before I go to bed and then just let it dry overnight. That's my plan. So I got to hump this can of permethrin around all day long. But yeah, that's the plan. It's supposed to be partly cloudy, but in Florida, I've come to realize it still means a lot of sun. So here's my can of Sawyer spray. Just in case some people don't know what I'm talking about, but if you guys hike at all, you probably do. If I can get this bag card. There we go. So this is treating 4 outfits. So that's shirt, underwear, pants, socks. But I'm going to use this whole can on basically one outfit plus another pair of socks and a t-shirt. So I'm going to kill it. I'm going to saturate everything. And my hat, some of my gear. I'm going to use the whole can. All right, 10 after 9, guys. I left my watch on all night. So I ended up going 13.29 miles yesterday. So good day of walking for me. I don't know. I think I turned this off. It must have. No, because I deleted it. I've been hiking for, I left it on 24 hours and 19 minutes. That's a destroyer of the battery. I should have got battery there at the place, but it was just a weird vibe yesterday. Anyway, I'm packed up. I'm going to stop and get 2 Gatorades to fill up this 1.5 liter bottle on my side. Everything else is already filled, and then, I'll have a couple sips to kill. And then hit the road. I don't know if I'm going to grab, I'll grab a Red Bull because they only have the 12 ounces and the smaller one. So I'll carry 1 Red Bull with me for our double-digit day today. Can I do 5 days in a row of reaching double digits? We shall see. But anyway, there's my spot I was at last night. All right, 9:20, leaving the store, JR's. It's funny, I could see the owner side by side, so I see the owner still lives, or the old owner, JR, that I met yesterday, still lives on the property. You could tell he's an old timer, but he's, I think I told you yesterday, he's like, yeah, it's all gone to shit since I sold it. He's like, we used to rent that out, that trailer out to hikers, give him a good rate. There was 3 beds in there anyway, and he's like, now that old man lives in there, and he just has it full of his shit. You can definitely tell I'm carrying a Red Bull and a can of Sawyer spray, along with wet gear. My pack is heavy. It actually feels like I just left the town. And my food bag kind of resembles that. But I guess I left town, and then 2 days later, I topped it off again at the dollar store, just so I can avoid spending a lot of money here, which I still ended up spending. I just spent $10. So I almost spent $100 in there. Yeah, so I was just double checking the notes again. And basically, after this little 4 or 5 mile road walk, they all say you got to skip it. People had to back out. So somebody wrote in the comments the route to take. So it's basically another 7 mile road walk after this initial 4 or 5 mile road walk to skip the Akula River. They said it's completely underwater. Like, there's nowhere to camp or nothing. And now it's before we just got this big rain. So, all right, 10:30, guys. I'm 3.34 miles in. I've been hiking at a pace of 3.1. The fishing hole's coming up, but this looks like a good spot. It's an old Cabbage Grove mine. It looks like it's closed. So I can hang up my stuff all along this piers. So this should work out just fine to get all my gear dry. And then I'll just continue to tackle. But I'm moving at a good clip. Take a break, eat, and dry out all my gear. All right, 11:15, guys. I was waiting for everything to dry, and I'm like, why not just spray it down while it's wet? I don't know if that's going to affect it or whatever. Whatever. It don't matter because I used the whole can. I sprayed my shoes with my feet in them. The insoles are out. I sprayed the insoles. I did my pack around the waist, the hip belt. Still wet. And I sprayed the front and the bottom. I even sprayed the outside of my sleeping bag a little bit. I know you're not supposed to spray it on layers you're going to wear right against your skin, I think. I don't care. Sprayed, soaked my hat twice. Took my shorts off, put my rain gear on, soaked them 2 or 3 times. I saturated these about 4 good times everywhere. Saturated that. Obviously, I sprayed everything, okay? Even the stuff that's going right against my skin. Probably not going to wear this now. Probably just going to wear that. It doesn't matter. They're both saturated. Got my socks real good, both pairs. So, yeah, everything's soaked down. The only thing I didn't do is my compression shorts that I'm wearing, my fleece, my beanie, and my buff. Because they're not going to be worn really in Tickville. They're going to be worn in my tent. Plus, the poison's still good that I have on this stuff for another 2 weeks. So, all right, 10 after 12, guys. On the move from that little break to get my gear cleaned up and sprayed. Got the tights back on. Got them tucked in. Now, the only thing I didn't do is I didn't put the t-shirt on because I'm going to be road walking. If I'm going to be back in the trails getting higher risk of ticks, I'm going to have that t-shirt on just so I can tuck that into my compressions, into my tights. So I have like in theory, like a skin tight barrier from my feet to my neck, you know what I mean? But now that I'm just doing this, there's no need for that, in my opinion. If anybody's watching this that ever hikes the Florida Trail, there is an abundance of camping here. It's not posted all around the fishing hole area. It's posted on this side, but not on the side that's marked fishing hole. And you can get on this side easily too, but I don't know if that's part of St. Mary's or St. Mark's wildlife or whatever, but I mean, there is just tons of camping right off road. And you're only 3.5 miles from JR's. You got fresh water here, so it's a good spot. All right, guys, 4.45 miles in. This is where I'm supposed to be turning the Akula River. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. But this is where everyone says it's a flooded mess back in there once you hit the trail. So I'm staying on this road for another, I don't know, I think 7 miles before I link back up with the trail. And then just more road walking after that anyway. So, all right, it's 10 after 1. I'm 6.75 miles in. Dude, all this land for the last, well, since the fishing hole, so about 3 miles or so, this has all been owned by a hunting club. It's a lot of land. Looks relatively dry too. Like I could break off and camp in either direction. But where my trail was going through was following the river. So that's the problem. The river overflows and floods out the trail. All right, it's 1:40. I just took a little break here to get some water. I took it out of this little, it's not a swamp. This is just rain runoff, I'm guessing, hoping. Can't taste it until I dilute it, but it's got the normal taint to it, but not, by far not the darkest I've drank. So just letting that activate like usual. I did enough for 2 liters and I'll dump it in there, and that's a 1.5 liter bottle, and I kept it a little shallow. So just looking ahead, I don't have a marked water source, and it's marked with a low little, like the way they mark them here on Far Out Guides is like a full raindrop, and then if it's iffy, it's like just a tiny, it's a raindrop that's only filled in a little blue. So it's, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. So I just can't depend on it. All right, well, it's going from dirt road and beautiful camping on both sides of me to hardtop and deep swamps on both sides. Not like just flooded, like straight up swamps. Keep on walking. All right, guys, it's at 2:50 and I'm at 10.66 miles in. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was already thinking about stopping. I actually linked back up with the trail here in like under a mile, which is road walking. But I looked at my map and I'm like, all right, let me look at the map. Lamont, I'm like right there already. I don't know why I was thinking it was 30 miles ahead of me. I don't know. I clicked on something wrong. My head was up my asses, which is nothing new there. This is literally the road, Aquila River Road, that I take all the way up to Lamont. So I can literally go pick up my package tomorrow. It's that close, and I'm going to get there. I'll leave, well, I don't know how far it is. I might miss it. Anyway, I need to find a place to camp, so I'm going to be going up one of these closed roads right here. Well, I'm still walking on this road. I mean, I don't know what I told you my number was at, but I'm at 10.90 now. And it just keeps going. My service is like real spotty right here, so I download Google. I mean, I went to Google Earth, and it's just every time you move it, it starts over again, process. It's just, anyway, it doesn't look like there's much around here. It looks like all these dirt roads connect, and it'll actually connect back to, like, I could take these segment of these dirt roads all the way back to where I just came from. Wow. So I don't know if it's part of the parks or the Aquila River, whatever I keep passing, or if this is the hunting club, but it's kind of strange. I'm just gonna walk it until I get exhausted. But right now I'm trying to get Google Map directions to the post office. Not that I need them. I just want to see exactly how far it is from here. Well, it tells me I'm 10 miles. What are the chances of that? So tomorrow I'll be at 6 days in a row of doing 10 miles, but only like 4 or 5 actually on the trail. So it looks like it's about 6 miles off trail maybe. So I'll figure, but I'll know for sure tomorrow when I link back up with the trail. It literally looks like road walking from here to Madison and beyond. Like the next 60 or 65 out of 70 miles is road walking. Dirt roads and stuff like we've been on, I believe, but a lot of road walking, man. Oh, I just licked my fingers and got that deep taste. Oh, all right, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, March 11th, and it's 5 a.m., and it's cold. I don't want to move. I've been up looking at my phone since 4:30 when my alarm went off, and my alarm actually shook me, man, because I was knocked out cold. I actually slept incredible last night. I mean, incredible. I only woke up to go to take a piss once. I don't remember getting up from any nightmares. Like, I slept last night, man. Wow. I don't know what that was about, but it's freezing. I don't know if I'm getting up or not. I might stay in bed for another hour and then start moving. It's 42 degrees right now. It's cold. All right, guys, 6:45. I'm on the move. Red Bull in me, honey bun in me, emergency packet, and a thing of salt in me. I'll tell you what, since I've been doing that salt packets at least once or twice a day, I've been doing it pretty much twice a day. Once in the morning, and then like my second break somewhere around 6-7 miles in. And I've been good. I just had that little dizzy spell yesterday where I got like lightheaded, but that quickly passed, and that was when I was spraying that whole can of chemicals on my clothes. Plus I had it, you know, my bare feet were probably absorbing it because I sprayed my shoes in it. Plus I had my tights on. Anyway, so I think that's what that was, but I think that salt helped a lot. Early Riser message, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you guys should follow Early Riser. In all honesty, I haven't watched them in a little while, so I don't know what he's been posting, but he's the first through hike I watched. That's what got me into wanting to do the Appalachian Trail when I was in the PTSD unit, because he's kind of like me. He didn't want to be around all the, you know, campsites, so he would camp a mile before, a mile after, all by himself. So I was like, oh, I can get down with this. That's me. Anyway, he's up, Early Riser, he's up early, so he'd already have 10 miles in before daylight, something like that. Anyway, good no nonsense hiking channel. But he messaged me. It's crazy that he actually watches my videos, because completely different style, mine and his. He's not complaining, no bullshit. He's just out there getting the miles in. But he said, you know, when I get weak like that, it might not be sugar, it might be the salt. So I've been concentrating on that. I'm sure he probably didn't mean eat salt packets, but it's been helping me. At least I feel like it has. Or I'm just adjusting to being on trail. Because, you know, I'm a hiker now. I just did 5 days in a row of double-digit miles. Today, it better be 6 in a row, or else I'm not going to get my mail, because it's 10 miles there. Well, let me hit my watch. This will probably die. Yeah, it's going to die before I get there, but man, I feel good this morning. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, I had a great night of sleep. Like, a good night for me, like a good night is 5 hours broken. My average is, you know, somewhere between 4 and 5. Extremely broken. Like, I'm always up once to twice an hour. Most nights a little more, but on average 1 to 2 times an hour I'm up. And then it varies on how long it takes for me to fall back asleep, blah blah blah. But I mean, last night I can only remember getting up twice. Once I got up, I unplugged my phone and it was still daylight, but I definitely slept for like an hour, it seems like, before that. It could have been less, but you know what I mean. I felt good. And then I didn't wake up again until 3 o'clock in the morning when I took a piss. Like, it's just unheard of with me. Sky looks nice. All right, looking ahead here, when I hit the post office here in another 8 miles or so, I can backtrack to this exact road and hop on the trail, or I can take a different highway and link up with the trail further. So I'll be doing, it looks like it's about an 8-mile road walk either way. So I'll be cutting out 7 miles of the trail, it looks like, if I take the other route. So that's a fair trade-off, I think. I'm only cutting out road walking anyway, so it doesn't matter in my opinion, but I'm just keeping it real and letting you guys know exactly what I'm doing. I don't know what that is right there. Maybe a beaver? I don't know if you guys can see it yet. Oh, it's a little baby raccoon. Young raccoon, he's swimming. He's swimming. Hey, buddy. All right. I'm 6 miles in. Been hiking for 1 hour 58 minutes. So 2 hours. I'm going at 3.1. All right, it's 8:50. I'm been hiking for 2 hours and 1 minute. I've gone 6.13 miles, so it's telling me 3.1, which is about as fast as I can go, it seems, without like concentrating on, you know, lengthening your stride. So this is my fast hiking pace. All right, 9:30, guys. I'm 8.35 miles in. Been hiking for 2 hours and 41 minutes. Looks like I bumped it up to 3.2 miles an hour. I actually tried to go a little faster. Looks like I got 2 miles left, so I should be there about 10 after, or according to Google Maps, like 10 after 10. So I got a little bit of a window. I drank 1 bottle of water and I had enough to put about a little more than half back in there. So I'm hoping this gas station has like a little, you know, drink, you know, food section or whatever, so I can grab some drinks. Oh man, yeah, I just slowed down definitely big time. It's like as soon as I realized I had enough time, so I'll be pissed if it's like they close early or something. I mean, I'm still moving, it's just my feet are still hurting, my knees. Anyway, I went on to check that gas station next door, because the gas station next door to the post office, because it looked real small. I just wanted to make sure they have food or drinks. There is so many bad reviews about this gas station, it's crazy. I mean, it's a gas station, how can you have bad reviews? I'm talking about, like, I read at least 25 of them. Horrible reviews, man. From their thieves, they steal, it takes 20 minutes to pump gas, but there is an assortment of drinks and food, so that's all I care about. All right, post office, please be open. I see some lights. I'll be smashing it and getting in one way or another. And the official is 10 miles, 0.16. So 10.16, 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 38 seconds to get here. Not bad. All right, now, I might carry this anyway, this broken one that nah, you know what, I'm not going to. They only sent me 1 strut. I thought they would come in pairs, but when you go look at it, it doesn't specify, but it only shows you a picture of 1. I don't know why I thought it came in pairs. So I don't have an extra one anymore, but I shouldn't need an extra one. Just don't step on it, right? Don't snap it. So I'm going to get rid of this, but what I am keeping is the my old cap. So that way, instead of eyeballing it, when I dibble on one bottle and I divvy it up between two, I can just make two separate batches. Not much of a weight penalty, so I'm good with that. All right, I got some cookies, grandma's cookies, peanut butter, Red Bull for tomorrow, Red Bull for now, refill all my stuff, and then they got the hunk of pizza. I've been liking this. This one looks maybe a little overcooked for my preference, but second best gas station pizza besides Casey's, in my opinion. Although I haven't had Wawa's pizza yet, but me and Wawa, always gonna be tight. Anyway, let me stuff my face. All right, 10:45, guys. I'm back on the move. Oh, what happened to my thing here? Oh no, what did I hit? Here we go. I don't know how to use my watch anymore. It was on map mode. Anyway, 10:45. Oh, look at that. Play that number. And my watch was at 10.45 for miles going. So as you can see, this is a completely different type of highway I'm walking on. This is a legit busy highway. I could backtrack, but if I backtrack, I'm walking, 8.5 miles to get back to the trail where I left it off at, and then I still have to hike like 7 miles, the trail this way to link up to get to the point where if I just take this for, I believe, only maybe 6 miles, I'm going to hit the trail. So, I don't know. I might have to get all the way to the trail. Or maybe this will change down here, but I don't think so, because this is a highway. Man, some of these RVs are just beautiful. I'm still partial to an Airstream. Hey, cattle. I'm definitely partial to these Airstreams, man. They look nice. But I need to get a minivan or something. I'd have so much more fun out here if I could be having my little home on wheels. All right, 12.34 miles. I was just talking to myself, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to link up back with the trail official and get off this hard top. And I just remembered, I'm like, no, you're an idiot. Like, when I link back up the Florida Trail, it looks like it's all road walking. So I'm just going from road to road. All right, so a nice young lady just stopped. I seen her pull it through, then just to turn off and come back. And she pulled up in front of me. Anyway, she asked me if I needed anything, and I didn't. I would have actually took a ride back to the trail, but I'm almost there now, so I might as well earn it. But she's actually hiked the Florida Trail, most of it. She just hasn't done the Panhandle section, so she's heading right now. Her and her daughter are going to Eglin Air Force Base to hike that section. There she goes right now in that car. So that was very nice. I believe I'm gonna be there soon, back to the trail here in a mile and a half. So, all right, 12:30, guys. I'm 15.18 miles in. I've been hiking for 5 hours and 41 minutes. I'm going 2.9. That's a little off because I don't think I ever stopped it at the post office and gas station. So, but I'm barely moving right now. My feet are a hamburger. All right. Literally just a couple of seconds after I made the last video, I'm here. So I'm 15.36 in, and I'll be turning here. I would have came out of that road right there. I'm going that way. Hey, I thought that was an orange marker for Florida Trail, but it's not. Oh, there it is, though. Florida Trail. All right, so yeah, there's water coming up at 3 miles, so I'm not going to backtrack. I can get that tomorrow. All right. I just gave my legs, my neck, my hat. Oh, anyway, I just sprayed myself down with bug spray to prep, because I know I'm going to be breaking off into the woods here soon. Or I'm hope. That looked promising, but or down there it's open, but I don't know. It looks like my Pop's property up the mountains. Like, even though it's wide open, it's how it's marked. It's like, don't come back here. But a tree farm would be ideal, but I don't. There's a property there. Yeah, I gotta keep going. This sucks. Well, looking at the 4-hour guide map, I don't see camping anywhere, and then like usually people right in there and just a random spot like camping available. It does say that I'm going to be coming up here in an area where 3 pit bulls. A couple people have sprayed them. A couple people have said it was fine, that the owner came out and stopped them. So that's fun. Also, 2 more miles up, I'm going to be passing this soda machine that I guess a lady keeps on her property and offers that $1 sodas. So that's kind of exciting, to be honest with you. I don't know if I have singles though. We'll see. But I don't want to go 2 more miles, to be completely honest with you. And I do not have singles. All I have is a 5. I mean, I have other bills, 20s and 50s, but I don't have any singles for a soda. All right, the fence was knocked down right here. So I jumped, I climbed it over, even though I got all thorned up. The only problem is there's a property straight down here about, I don't know, 500 yards that in theory could have seen me. But, so I can't camp right here. It's too close to the road, so I'm going to work my way down here to the swamp. It's all swampy down here. But if I can get down there without falling, I should be able to find a place for my tent that can't be seen too easy. All right, 1:15. And of course, right when I get to the bottom of here, there's a road going through it. So I don't know what I expected, but the road makes it, you know, people can easily come driving around their property on their side-by-sides or whatever. I'm thinking this is part of the tree farm's property. It said smile, you're on camera, but I don't know. Either way, it wasn't posted, just a fence. So I'm up here. The road's down there about, you can see that fallen tree. It's right on the other side of that. So you're talking like 25, 30 yards. But I'm in here in this little tucked away, like, I don't know, little area. I got a fallen tree blocking me a little bit. They come by. I'm kind of stuck. But I'm going to try to set my tent up right in here, even though it's not level. But it'll work. And I'm not going to be able to dry my gear out, obviously, today. I may only rest here and then get up and walk, but I don't think so. I think I'm done. I don't know if I gave my total, but it's 16.67 miles I did today. It's a good day. It's so early. 1 o'clock. Yeah, it looks like this is part of the Christmas tree farm, or not Christmas tree, but tree farm. So it looks all manicured over there as far as Google Earth. I put a nice hole in my shirt on a thorn. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah. My feet are killing me. There's nowhere really to camp coming up. I will say this, there is so many dog mentions for the next like 15 miles. Well, 12, 13 miles. There's so many mentions of aggressive dogs, so that should be fun tomorrow. It looks like I can hit a church tomorrow 15 miles in. I guess they let you camp inside when it's cold, but I just need to stay outside, so I might be able to stay on their property. They have power and everything. It's 15 miles from here, so we'll see. I might be able to do a bigger day tomorrow, because I'm done here, but this isn't like, I can't even have my phone on. I'm just about to just put it on and just relax here. I mean, I shouldn't get shot in the head if I get caught. So, we'll see what happens. I can't be the first Florida trail hiker to ever camp right here. Alright guys, it's 7:37. The sun goes down in like another 10 minutes. Or the sun sets in 10 minutes. But still, if someone comes down here and they're dependent on how dark, I mean, how much moonlight's out. I mean, the road's right there, 20 yards away. I'm going to put my tent right here. Tomorrow morning might be an early morning. Or I might just break my tent down and go back over here in my little hiding area. and sit down and relax over there, but it doesn't get light till what, 8. But if it's a tree farm, they could start working that early. But I don't know. A tree farm, I don't know how much is there to do once the trees are growing. They're kind of, it's probably just the residents up there, I'm guessing. And then they sell trees up the residents, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I might be okay, but who knows? You can come down here to go hunt. Who knows what's going to go on? I know they had a camera at their entrance to their house. It was gated and said, "Smile, you're on camera," and had a little camera up top. 8:06. I'm set up right here. Dude, blowing that mat up is not stealthy at all. Obviously, it looks pretty dark, but there's still a little light out here. Oh, man. Let's see how it goes. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, March 12th. I'm already up, drinking my Red Bull, having my emergency. I want to be out of here early, but not like crazy early, but I'm already kind of ready. I just changed my socks, actually, because today's my 7th day out, so I wore them other socks for 6 days of double digits. And I needed to change them. They were, especially from being wet, they start getting stretched out. Anyway, I changed them. I put some KT tape on the back of my heels. I basically just plopped it over to my whole heel is like a soft, like almost like a marshmallow. You know what I'm saying? With that like pre-blister. It's not like puffed out blister. It's getting ready to be a blister, if that makes sense. The whole area. Anyway, I just threw a big chunk of KT tape across it. I realized that almost all my tape I cut up into small pieces for toes. I only have like 2 long pieces of KT tape to put on like injuries or, you know, bigger spots. So anyway, I got that done. Yeah, so it's cold. It's 40 degrees, but I feel it's comfortable in here right now. But yeah, I'm going to be on the move soon. Quiet night. Hopefully it stays that way this morning. All right, 6:45 in the morning, guys. Sunrise isn't for another hour. I wanted to be out here early, though, for 2 reasons. One, just in case the workers come through there. No reason to let them know I was here if I don't have to. But 2, more importantly, is the next like 3 miles of this trail has a tremendous, I mean, I'm talking over 100 comments about loose dogs, especially coming up here, and I think right around a mile, 3 pit bulls that are loose and that charge people. So no one got bit, but people have had to spray them, hit them with sticks, and apparently the owners get upset like they always do instead of just taking responsibility for having zero control over their dogs. So I got my bear spray in my pocket, got both my poles out. Obviously I'm all strapped up, so my thinking is maybe if I leave early the dogs will still be inside, or it could backfire. Maybe the dogs will just be loose and no owners will be awake. So either way, I'm not getting sprayed. I'm not playing games today, so I'm going to spray and pray. But, yeah, first challenge is going to be getting out of here because it was extremely slippery coming down with all these, everything covered in pine needles. And it's actually a very steep, like, embankment. It looks like it collapsed, so I got to get out of here is my first challenge. Plus, my shoes literally have 0 grip left, and they didn't have much to begin with when they're brand new because they're meant for road running, not trail running. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, so on the move. Leaving in the dark, I always like to put my flashlight on its brightest setting, which is, I think, 300 lumens maybe, or 500. I forget. I've had this for so long. And just check. No litter. Actually, more importantly, no gear, but no anything. I don't want to leave anything behind. You can't even tell where I camped that last night, so that's nice. I'll do another 18 checks here before I leave because I'm insane. Oh, dude, let me tell you what, fresh socks after a week, or today's a week, 7 days, feels incredible. That's the first time I actually had my wool socks actually have a little bit of a stink to them, and it's from all that swamp water. Usually wool socks hold that odor well, but these shoes have been horrible smelling from that swamp water. All right, 7 o'clock. Getting out was an adventure. I mean, I've had much worse, but when you're in them thickets and all you're wearing is these tights, you get tore up. I'm glad I have my fleece on to protect my shirt a little at least. But I'm out. Whenever I leave camp or I go through some rough stuff like that, I'm always checking certain things. I always check to make sure my wallet, or what I pass for as a wallet, just my money and my cards in a Ziploc bag and a hair tie over them. Make sure that's in my pocket still, and I always check for my fanny pack. And now my knife too, but so my fanny pack in theory has enough so I can survive for a day. You know, snacks in it, and what else? Battery, you know, battery bank, stuff like that. I can already hear it. I think we go straight though. I heard these dogs barking all night. I didn't realize there's so many houses right here. That makes sense now. The pit bull house is coming up, and literally there's about the next 10 like pins on the far out guides all say something about loose dogs, attack dogs, vicious dogs, etc, etc. So a nice little stretch coming up. All right, well, I walked out with the bear spray in my hand and all, and I hear plenty of dogs, but they all seem to be inside. Only one dog was outside, and he was fenced in, and his owner came out quick and told him to shut up. Which is what I don't understand. In the city, dogs had never barked this long, or honestly, neighbors would take care of the dog. In these country, man, they just bark forever. Here's the Florida Trail world famous soda machine. But I don't have dollars or quarters, so it's $1.25 I think now. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, $1.25 now. That's pretty awesome. Look, somebody left a quarter up top, but I don't have $1. But that's pretty cool. Let me get out of here. The dogs are going nuts. Let me make sure I'm on the right spot. Never mind, one doggy, I don't know if you can see him down there. He came out as I was messing around with the soda machine, right out on the street. But you can tell he's just doing his job. You know, they got the lazy gallop towards you while they're barking. They're just doing their jobs. They're being doggos. Much different from an aggressive dog. And I don't care when people say, oh, well, they're wagging their tails. Well, guess what? You know, I was smiling a lot in Iraq too, and that didn't end well for a lot of other people. So wagging the tail doesn't mean anything. That water is some of the darkest I've had, and it's filthy on top, but there's only a couple more spots in the next couple miles. But I will hit a church, and that's my goal for today, to hit that church. Supposedly they let you camp inside if it's cold, but I just want to stay on their lawn and charge up, you know, use their power banks. But we'll see if it happens. But they have a water spigot, I can get clean water. So here we go. 7:45. Got water, so I got about 2.5 liters on me now. Adjusted my shoes. I'm glad I took my one shoe off because I thought it was the laces that I was stepping on, but I had a big chunk of stick there, so that would have bothered me. And usually I'm stubborn once I'm moving. I just keep going because who wants to stop and take their pack off, especially if you get your pack sitting well and strapped down good. But I actually took my shoe off, and I'm glad. Being stubborn never works. I mean, I guess for some things, but a lot of chemtrails up there early this morning, huh? I thought one was peeing, but he wasn't. He was pooping out his butt. Hey, guys. 0900. I'm somewhere around 5 miles in, because it's only 10 more miles to the church. That's my goal for today. But I'd like to push past that, to be honest with you. And of course, there's another 8-mile stretch, they say, of off-the-leash dogs. So, yay. Look at these size and the distance in these, I'm going to guess, cougar tracks. That's a huge stride. I was trying to get the goats, but there's a big dog. Good boy. Good boy. I was just trying to get the goats. You're doing your job, buddy. They're all in chains though. Yeah, we're on this road for another 13 miles. And then we turn off onto another road, but so we're hard top road, it looks like. No dirt road or nothing. Balls on my feet are already extremely hot. Specifically my right one. My heels are doing okay with that tape on it. Alright guys, 10:30 and I'm about 9.5 miles in. I stopped to take my fleece off and I stopped to get water twice. Once in the swamp where I adjusted my shoe, and then once at the church. So I haven't really took a break yet per se. Oof. Starting to feel it on my shins. It's always that right shin. Alright, 11:40. Some nice flowers and stuff blooming along the side of the road, but 11:40, I'm at 12 miles in, or 11.11, but 12 sounds good. Yay, so what's today? 7 in a row? 6 in a row? I don't know, but I've been doing the double digit thing. And the last, I think, 3 days, I've been well over 10. It's like I came to a neighborhood. It's 12:50. This is definitely the most houses I've seen on this stretch of road. Camping would have been an issue for the last couple miles. It's been farmland mostly. And you can't really, it's fenced off pastures. The church is about a mile, a little less than a mile and a half up here, I believe. Alright, we're at the church. I think I gotta go around back. They said to hold out camping in there. If it's cold out, I guess they let you inside, but I don't need any of that. I'm just gonna grab some water, maybe plug my phone in for a little bit, and then get on the move. I may go to 20 miles today, just so I could say I did 20 miles already. All right, 2 o'clock. I'll tell you what, man, that DCF tent dries so quick. Literally, in that direct sunlight, everything was dry in 3 minutes. But I'm just lazy. I just ate 2 tuna fish, rice and beans, a lot of squeezed cheese in there, and a couple mini candy bars, so I'm out all of them. I'm actually out all my good snacks. So I think I had around 1,100 calories so far today, maybe 12. So I had a couple handfuls of peanuts. So, I haven't got done to my thing. Anyway, I took off my shoes. I put on the other half of the KT tape across the balls that are heating up. And then I got a blister that's already popped on my toe, but I never even felt it. So it's all the skin just all dangling and wet. So whatever. I don't could care less. It's hard for me to decipher with my toes what's going on. Sometimes they hurt anyway on a normal day. So anyway, still charging, but I can't get too comfortable here because it's but look, I mean, I'm moving I couldn't do this before. I mean, my feet are sore. This is sore right now, but I'm 15 miles. But I'll give you the exact amount a little bit. But we're gonna move on. I should drink some ice cold water actually while I'm here. I did 15.6 miles today. I'm not done yet, but looks like there's another church in 5.5 miles that they're also cool with you camping on the ground. So maybe I shoot for that. That'll put me over 20. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting ready to roll here. I'm going to just throw this stuff in my pack. I'm just waiting a couple more minutes to get my phone a little more charged up. Actually, I don't need it. I have one power buck left, and then tomorrow's the plans to be in a room, so. All right, 2:30, guys. Just left the church. Like I said, I'm over 15 miles already for the day. I'm proud's the wrong word. I'm not proud because I'm walking, but I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? That's a good day. Look, hikers. Someone in the shade, someone coming at me with an umbrella. That's that 6 Wings umbrella that I used to have. Alright guys, it's 3:36. I believe I'm just shy of 3 miles since I left the church. Because there was a sign back there of 2.6 miles. So I might be 3 miles. but I don't think I'm walking at 3 miles an hour. Maybe, who knows. But either way, I'm around 18 miles. It's a good day for me. All these other hikers complain about road walks. I think that's where I excel. I'm like, oh, I did this a lot before. Anyway, I'm dying right now, so I don't know how much I'm excelling. How you doing? Yeah? All right. All right, guys, it's 4:20, and I am at 20.3 miles for the day. So there you go. I'm officially a hiker. I'm sore. My feet are sore, but I'm still moving. My right shin is specifically hurting every step, but yeah, I feel pretty good overall for that. That church I was gonna maybe camp at is coming up here in a little less than a half mile. And I'm gonna try a different hose. I let it run for a while and it started coming out super dark brown, like almost like the pond water. And I gave it a little taste before. I'm gonna have to treat that if I do drink it. It said there was a fountain here, but this one's on a timer. All right, well, this is pretty wide open here, so I'm actually going to camp right here between these two things, I think. Anyway, I called Pastor Steve. He's cool with me staying here. There's plenty of those RV hookups. That's the second church today we came that's got RV hookups. They must have, like, huge outings here or something. But he told me, help yourself to the water and everything, so electricity, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I might as well stop. I'll give you the exact total of my hiking today here in a minute, but that's it. All right, so I'm gonna set up here, nice flat area, or flat-ish really for this. It'll work. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Bugs, gnats. Anyway, I just forgot already. I'm 21.4 or 21.3 was my total mileage for today. Good day. All right, 5:22. Here's tonight's dinner: loaded baked potato, mashed potatoes with a thing of pepperoni in there, 2 salt packets, and a hot sauce packet. That's it. It's a good setup, actually. The tent came out nice. Had to get out of the sun, man. I'm getting baked. And double Crystal Light fruit punch. All right, let's eat. 5:45. Look at her. She looks good, nice and thick. I guess I've been getting the hang of it, huh? I don't know if you can see that blister bubbling out of that tape. Yeah, buddy. It really hasn't been bothering me unless I'm putting on my shoe or taking off my shoe, but it bothers me sleeping because I sleep on my back with my heels down. Oh yeah, that's going to be a problem tonight, so more side sleeping it is. Dude, my phone is filthy. I got to clean this lens. Morning, guys. It's 8 a.m. on Wednesday, March the 13th. It's amazing how much wetter your tent gets when you're just in an open field and you don't have like woods to eat up the dew, I guess. See? It actually ends up dripping. She's a soak. It's mostly on the outside, but if you guys have a single wall tent, you understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of condensation in here. Ooh, that's raining on me right there. Anyway, I'm just taking my time. I've been up since 3 a.m. It's actually cold, but I'm just trying to delay getting ready because I only got about 6 miles to town. All right, guys, 9:15. Look at that. That whole area right there is dry. Isn't that strange? I think it all went to my tent and not the grass all around there. I mean, I think that's all I can think of. Everywhere else is still wet. It's not the sun. Don't say the sun did it. Because it would be, everywhere else would have patches on that area too. Anyway, I'm on the move. Maybe it was the sun. Next month, geared purchases that I have to make, no questions about it, are shoes and insoles. That's 100%. Like, I can't push these shoes anymore. They're already, what, I don't even know where I'm at in this trail. I'm approaching somewhere maybe over 400 miles now on this trail. But so it's time for new ones, especially by the end of this month, another 2 weeks. So I could possibly have another 200 miles on them. And I had them prior to that. So anyway, it's time for new shoes. Their bottoms already had no grips because they were meant for road running. And now they're completely slick. Oh, I took my tights off this morning since I was just going to be doing some road walking in. I feel so much better just wearing shorts. Like I feel just so much lighter and the air gets there. I tell you what though, I feel like my face has gotten a tremendous amount of sun. The whole purpose of me going to this kind of hat is so I could wear it forward and just put my hoodie up for sun defense. But I haven't done that. I'm gonna have to start on these long road walks because like last night I started to feel like a vampire, man. Like I wanted to get away from that sun. Nice gentleman just stopped and asked if I needed water. Told him I was good because I'm about to hit town. That's all I would need to live, man. Give me a shipping container, drop it on, I mean, I'll take a plot of land, but preferably at least an acre of land. I mean, some of these sheds, all I need is a little, like, Home Depot shed. Just drop it on, I'd rather have a smaller house and more property. I don't need much. Oh, hey, guys. Hey. I'm speaking your language now? There you go. Hey, buddy. Hey. How we doing? Well, that's where everything's at, right there in that little cluster. Literally everything for this little area. Except for the hotel I'm staying at, which is down on the right. Another half mile. Trying to walk faster. Alright, I believe this is the place I'm looking for right here. So really not a far walk at all. Just hoping they got rooms available. Because it looks, the parking lot looks a little crowded. What's that blue building behind it? It almost looks like a Walmart. But I know it's not. Can I cross through here? Without getting wet? Let's see. I don't even know if that's exact. It has to be it. Let me just stay on the road. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm getting excited right now, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get in. Alright, so I got to go up here to reception. Separate building. Let's go. Fingers crossed. Get me in a room, please. All the curtains are closed in them rooms, so I don't know. See, the first problem already. Be right back. So now I'm just waiting out here. I knew it. Always an issue. I don't want to leave and go get something to eat because then maybe someone else comes in front of me and gets the last like room or whatever. So I'm just kind of waiting. I mean, there's the janitor cart, so somebody got to come by here eventually. I hope. All right, 12 o'clock and we're in, guys. She said second building. I don't know what else. I guess which one's the second one? Probably that one further down. Anyway, the poor lady was doing, you know, she's out cutting grass, so she can't cut grass and be behind the desk all the time. Cash is 70 a room, 70 a night, so 140 for 2 nights, or I could have went and spent 130 and got at Best Western with breakfast, so well worth it. If you use card, it's 80 a night, so. All right, here's the room. You know, your typical 1950s decor. I don't care about that. As long as I have an outlet, I can plug everything in, which I don't see one yet, but there's a lamp, so I'm sure there is. There's a lamp. I'm sure there's outlets somewhere I can plug stuff in. I'm here for 2 days. It was 140 bucks. So you get one cleansing bar and one body moisturizing body bar, which is fine. I'll probably pick up a bar of soap. I think you can do laundry at the gas station too, but it's supposed to only be for truckers. This is the important thing. One, I have phone service in here, right? Good phone service? No, only 4G. So that's an issue. There's no Wi-Fi here. But as long as I can get some cable, I'll be happy. Here we go, it went on. Oh, I think I just turned it off. No, it's on. Let's see if I can get Comedy Central and watch The Office, Seinfeld, and South Park. Oh, this bed's horrible. I mean, both beds are actually kind of horrible, but they're like your grandmom's hard as a rock springy beds. Or actually probably your great-grandmom's. Oh, we get the movie channels, though. I'm looking for Comedy Central. Should be right around here. CNT should be coming up, I'm guessing. I haven't used a DirecTV in a while. I'm guessing we have it, though. Okay, Cartoon Network, so I can watch Adult Swim tonight. That's a plus. Should be right here. Next one or two. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It should be right there. Uh-oh. There we go. Got it. South Park's on right now. Oh, there's two of them. East and West, I'm guessing. Yes. So I'll watch this. We got it? Oh, no. We don't got it. Yeah, we got it. All right, let's see. South Park, Seinfeld, and then it should be The Office. Unless today's a Seinfeld. Oh, it looks like it's a Seinfeld day. All right, so it's Seinfeld. Tomorrow, The Office should be on. All right, I'm checking out. I got to get 2 videos uploaded to you guys. I'm a hiker now. I got 20 mile a day. What more do you want from me? Time to go stuff my face. What do you think this stain is? Right around where your waist would be at when you're laying down in bed. Maybe I'll use this bed anyway. Oh, more. Oh, yeah. Oh, way more. Oh, yeah. Let me get off here. All right. $70 a night. Yeah, phone service in here is horrible. So my iPhone has 5G, but my Galaxy is telling me 4G or 4 LTE and then disappearing. Then they both come and go. So I'm trying to turn the hotspot on one so the other works well. If I don't have good service, I ain't going to be able to get a video out. That's going to be an issue.